All Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace as recommended by the commission headed by former Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. We are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of laws.
Even as we are a nation of immigrants, we're also a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable, especially those who may be dangerous. When I took office, I committed to fixing this broken immigration system, and I began by doing what I could to secure our borders. But today, our immigration system is broken, and everybody knows it. There are actions I have the legal authority to take as president. Tonight, I'm announcing those actions. We'll build on our progress at the border with additional resources for our law enforcement personnel so that they can stem the flow of illegal crossings and speed the return of those who do cross over. If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up. We expect people who live in this country to play by the rules. We expect that those who cut the line will not be unfairly rewarded. The actions I'm taking are not only lawful, they're the kinds of actions taken by every single Republican president and every single Democratic president for the past half-century. And to those members of Congress who question my authority to make our immigration system work better, question my authority, question my authority, question my authority, question my authority, or question the wisdom of me acting where Congress has failed, I have one answer. Pass a bill.
You are listening to Ada Jet Noise, and this is the Morning Flyby. Well. Those past two Democrat presidents, they were really authoritative on immigration, huh? Jeez. I would love for anybody to step up and actually do the things that they were talking about in that thing. Wow. Welcome to my program. Hola. ¿Cómo está? This is Ada Jet Noise, and hopefully I can fill you in on something you may or may not know. Give you some information, some water cooler talk, some ammunition. Like me, go to Facebook. Find me at Ada Jet Noise, 3 words, ADA Jet Noise. Facebook. Hit like. Go to Parler, apparently where freedom is still a thing. Freedom of speech, at least. Go to Parler, find me there. Subscribe, tap in, what have you. YouTube, Ada Jet Noise, 3 words, ADA Jet Noise at YouTube. Or Morning Flyby, YouTube. Subscribe. Tell them that you love me. Let's tap into this. Morning's madness. Clinton, bitter much? The former Secretary of State alleged that she was born to be the president. And that it literally makes her sick. Literally makes her sick to her stomach to think of another Trump win. When asked if she thought a woman president would have handled the coronavirus pandemic Much better than a man president. Clinton quickly responded by tooting her own horn. What's a horn? Horn, saying,
I have no doubt, especially if it were me.
When asked about a possible 4 more years of Trump, Clinton responded,
It makes me literally sick to my stomach to think that we'd have 4 more years of this abuse and destruction of our institutions.
in another statement that comes off more as if she is concerned about herself than it does in a strike against Trump, Clinton added,
There's no doubt that he would do everything he could to attack and punish anyone who was in his view an adversary.
the comedic bitterness continued on like a great 4th of July fireworks display when Clinton fired.
As I said, he lives in the specter of his illegitimacy.
Now, despite the revelation of all of her earlier seemingly unhealthy grudge-filled thoughts, she attempted to assure the public that
He does not live rent-free in my head because I have every very little regard for him.
I'm sorry. Judging by what I just read, it doesn't really sound like he's not living rent-free in your head. Actually, snake venom would probably would taste like cold pink lemonade compared to the bitter vial she's puking out. Then last night on the Senate floor.
Will come to order. Are there any senators in the chamber who wish to vote or change their vote? If not, on this vote, the yeas are 52, the nays are 48. The nomination of Amy Coney Barrett of Indiana to be an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States is confirmed.
ACB confirmed on the Senate floor yesterday. Every GOP senator voted for Barrett's confirmation, except for Susan Collins of Maine. Yes, indeed, who joined in the ridiculous Democrat chorus that
The nomination of a new justice should be made by whomever wins the presidential election November 3rd.
It's funny, she sounds a lot like Mrs. Clinton. All of that under the tiny laced neck and the black robe of Ruth Bader Ginsburg saying back in 2016 about Obama's Supreme Court nomination of Merrick Garland, the president is elected for 4 years, not 3 years. So the power he has in the 3rd year continues into the 4th year. Oh, on a side note, in a fleeting moment during the audible vote, I should say, the ever vivacious Mazie Hirono approached the bench, raised her hand, and voted a resounding hell no. Knowing that Mazie Hirono is dead set against the confirmation of Amy Coney Barrett, just warms the little right wing cockles of my heart. Thank you, Mazie, for making my day. President, of Russia had a few things to say. Putin, taking the side of one of the presidential nominees, Russian President Vladimir Putin said on Sunday that he saw nothing criminal in Hunter Biden's past business ties with Ukraine or Russia. Well, that didn't go in the direction I thought it was going to go. Marking out his disagreement with Donald Trump during the televised debates with Democrat challenger Joe Biden, claiming that no evidence has been verified to support the allegations that Hunter Biden and Joe Biden did anything wrong. Keep in mind, who just said that? Pooty Poot. Pooty Poot. Mr. Pooty Poot. Putin was also visibly irritated when asked about comments Trump made concerning Putin's ties to the former mayor of Moscow and to an alleged payment made to the Hunter Biden by the ex-mayor's widow. Putin said, "I knew nothing about the existence of the commercial relationship between Hunter and the woman." And the woman? Joe Biden says the accusations about his son are not true. U.S. intelligence agencies concluded that Russia tried to interfere in 2016's U.S. presidential election, and allegations Moscow has denied. Russia has also dismissed accusations by U.S. intelligence agencies of trying to interfere with this year's election as well. New York Times media columnist Ben Smith, you may remember him as the dunce that broke the Steele dossier story with not one bit of evidence, hence making it the New York Times Steele dossier lie. Recently praised the Wall Street Journal's news division for dumping the Hunter Biden laptop and business dealings reporting. Smith called it the return, get this, quote, the return of the media gatekeeper. What a douchebag thing to say. Really? The media gatekeeper. Smith's condescending and self-aggrandizing verbal masturbation wallowed in the media as the one and only rightful control. Quote, control. Not only determining whether something is true or not, but whether we as citizens of the United States of America should be given the privilege of knowing anything at all. Think about it. They went full speed ahead on something they had no evidence on. Meanwhile, they have a laptop full of evidence, documentations, witnesses of all a story that they could run with, but they sit on it and do nothing about it. Tell me again how we trust the legacy media. Good heavens. A Chicago mother was horrified to find that her car was stolen with her 7-year-old or 7-month-old baby inside. Dear Lord. The 30-year-old woman left the car and the baby unattended about 12:46 with the car ignition on. She walked into a convenience store. When she walked back to the car, it was gone. What? It's gone? The running car in the middle of Chicago at a convenience store is gone? The car was found abandoned hours later in the neighborhood, about 9 miles away, without the baby. Police dogs are being used to help try to locate the missing baby. Amber Alert has indeed been issued. The mother is working with the police to find her baby. Insert theory here, folks. These things don't usually work out the way they're first presented. A Michigan man thought he made a costly mistake by accidentally buying 2 identical $2 lottery tickets. A costly mistake. He spent $4. But it turned out he hit the $1 million jackpot twice. a very smug, oh, I take that back. That wasn't in the story. Samir Mazahim, 56, said he was saving lottery numbers on the online for the June 9th Mega Millions game when he realized he accidentally bought 2 of the same tickets. He wrote, or I should say he commented, I went online, bought a ticket using numbers that are family birthdays. I forgot to save the numbers as favorites in the app, so I went back and set them as up as favorites so I can, of course, play them in the future. He then said, what I didn't realize is that meant I would be buying a second ticket with the same numbers. Once I figured out I had bought 2 tickets with identical numbers, I was a little bummed, but I didn't think much about it. Any regret that this man had quickly went away. He said recently logged into the app to check on some of his tickets that he bought that I didn't buy. And that is when he saw he had 2 $1 million prizes pending. Mazahim commented. I almost don't care what he commented at this point. Mazahim commented saying that I was stunned is an understatement. I couldn't believe it. It was real. It took several days for the reality to set in that my mistake had paid off to the tune of $2 million. Well, Samir, from all of us to all of you, congratulations, Samir. And as well, bite me. That's all I got today. So, again, go to Facebook, like me, A2Jet Noise. Find me on Parler. Apparently, again, where freedom of speech is apparently still a thing. Go to YouTube. Find me A2Jet Noise. That's 3 words. ADA Jet Noise. Subscribe. Tell the world that you love me. Until then, big hug. Be good. Be still. Enjoy your life.